Hi everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today I'm going to give you some homework questions. मैं आपको कुछ homework questions देने वाली हूँ आज की क्लास में, right? And you have to practice them yourself. And these questions are related to this week's current affairs. ये questions जो हैं वो इस week के current affairs से related है. Now also I'm going to give you a hint about how the MMP batches work. राइट इन ऑन अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस. तो अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस पे एमएमपी बैचेस हम कैसे लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, कैसे क्या क्वेश्चंस दिए जाते हैं, कैसे आंसर्स सिलेक्ट किए जाते हैं, ये सारी बातें आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. राइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्लास. एंड ऑल्सो इफ यू वांट टू इनरोल इन दीज एमएमपी बैचेस, अगर आप इनरोल करना चाहते हो ना इन बैचेस में, सो यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट आवर टीम एट दिस ईमेल आईडी. इस ईमेल आईडी पर आप हमारे टीम को कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हो टू इनरोल इन द एमएमपी बैच 2. दिस इज बैच 1. बैच 2 इज going to start from 8th of November. परसों से बैच 2 स्टार्ट हो रहा है. राइट, सो इफ यू वांट टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ बैच 2, इफ यू आर अ बिगिनर, यू कैन जॉइन दीज बैचेस. दीज बैचेस आर डिजाइंड फॉर बिगिनर्स ओनली. राइट, तो अगर आप बिगिनर हो तब भी आप इस बैच को ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. इवन इफ यू हैव गिवन 2-3 अटेम्प्ट्स, देन ऑल्सो यू कैन जॉइन दिस बैच बिकॉज इट्स गोइंग टू इनहांस योर आंसर राइटिंग स्किल्स बेस्ड ऑन करंट अफेयर्स. करंट अफेयर्स के बेसिस पर आपके आंसर राइटिंग स्किल्स को इनहांस करने के लिए हमने ये बैचेस लॉन्च किए हैं. सो बैच 1 हैज बीन सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीटेड. इट्स द लास्ट टेस्ट विल बी ऑन 7th of November 2020. लास्ट जो इसका बैच 1 का डे है वो 7th November है. फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट डे 8 November द बैच इज गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. राइट, सो यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट ओवर हेयर. द फीस इज वेरी मिनिमल, बहुत ही कम फीस है. राइट, तो आप इनरोल करना चाहते हो, यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट आवर टीम ऑन दिस ईमेल आईडी. ओके, ऑल्सो हियर्स अ स्मॉल अनाउंसमेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. आप सभी के लिए एक छोटी सी अनाउंसमेंट है. Now UPSC 2021 aspirants who are lagging behind in the syllabus for optional subjects, don't panic, as top Unacademy educators are here to provide you with a free comprehensive strategy to finish your optional syllabus holistically and in time. They will guide you on answer writing and how you can maximize your scores by interlinking the various topics together. So this is the complete preparation strategy for UPSC CSE optional by Unacademy's top educators. On different optional subjects, complete preparation strategy has been provided by Unacademy's top educators. How to crack optional, how to complete the syllabus of optional, whether it is anthropology or geography or PSIR, right? So there are, or mathematics. So there are strategy videos which have been uploaded for free of cost. The link is given below in the description box. नीचे description box में आपको link भी दिया हुआ है, right? So you can watch the strategy of your optional by the top educators on Unacademy and be guided and walk on the correct path of clearing UPSC CSE. So let's start this series. ये series शुरू करते हैं. Question number 1. Now in this series what I do is I give 4 questions on every Friday and Saturday to the students who have participated in these batches. अब इन बैच के जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं ना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन MMP बैच 1 वी हैव 200 स्टूडेंट्स. MMP बैच 1 में हमारे पास 200 स्टूडेंट्स हैं हु वी आर मेंटरिंग. राइट, सो वी आर गिविंग देम 4 क्वेश्चंस ईच ऑन फ्राइडे, each on Saturday. हम 4 questions each, that means total 8 questions every week for 1 month. एक महीने के लिए 8 question हर week हम देते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को. ठीक है, एंड एवरी डे when they receive these 4 questions, they solve these questions because we give them the hint also how to solve the questions. Along with the questions we are giving them the hint also. तो question के साथ साथ हम उनको hints भी देते हैं कि कैसे solve करना है. We decode the entire answer that this is how you have to present your answer. Okay, and accordingly they submit their answers. इसी के according वो अपने answers submit करते हैं. They submit their PDF of their answer sheet via the mail, right? इस मेल आईडी पे नहीं, हमारी देयर इज अ सेपरेट डिफरेंट ईमेल आईडी फॉर द एमएमपी बैचेस. दिस इज जस्ट फॉर द इनरोलमेंट. ये सिर्फ इनरोलमेंट के लिए है ये ईमेल आईडी. इफ यू वांट टू इनरोल यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट आवर टीम थ्रू दिस ईमेल आईडी, बट देयर इज अ सेपरेट ईमेल आईडी फॉर एमएमपी बैचेस. आफ्टर इनरोलमेंट द स्टूडेंट गेट्स दैट ईमेल आईडी एंड द स्टूडेंट सेंड्स हिज और हर आंसर शीट्स PDFs, right, on that particular email ID, and then our team checks the answer sheets, and we check in a very exam oriented manner. I'll show you an example also. As you can see, this is the answer sheet of one of the students. ये answer sheet है एक student की in the MMP batch 1, right? As you can see over here, we have given him the marks also. हम marks भी देते हैं, right? We are giving them, allotting them marks as well, so that they will know their performance. Plus we are also letting them know where they are faulting, कहाँ पर उनका fault हो रहा है हम ये भी बताते हैं. As you can see in the answer sheet as well, आप answer sheet में भी देख सकते हो. We are letting them know their faults, कहाँ पर क्या mistake है. Each and every answer is checked very seriously. हर एक word we are also letting them know the grammar mistake that they are committing. अगर कोई grammatical mistake होती है ना, हम वो भी बताते हैं उन्हें. If they are stating the wrong facts, we are pointing out that also. अगर वो आंसर शीट में गलत फैक्ट्स मेंटेन शो कर रहे हैं, हम उसको भी मेंशन करते हैं, राइट? ओवर हियर यू कैन सी, right? And the conclusion, we are checking their conclusion as well. So this is how we are checking their answers. इस तरीके से एक एक word को देखो, आप देख सकते हो each and every point has been checked. If the points are not aligned with the question, we are cancelling them, and also we are letting them know what is their mistake in each and every point. हर point में उनकी mistake क्या है, हम ये भी उन्हें बता रहे हैं, right? इधर देख सकते हो आप, this is another answer sheet. Again we have highlighted their mistakes. हम उनकी mistakes भी highlight कर रहे हैं. इस तरफ आप देख सकते हो, right? What are the points that they are not writing nicely, and what are the points that they have written very nicely, very wonderfully. So we are giving them the remarks also. Plus students are using whitener in their answer sheets. We are pointing out that whitener will result in negative marking. So whitener use नहीं करना. We are letting them know each and every point. अब देखो, in one question the student has written a very wonderful answer, so we have given the remarks accordingly. But on another question the student has completely missed out the understanding of the question, so we are mentioning that as well. हम ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ अच्छे नंबर ही दे रहे हैं. We are giving negative marks also when the student is faulting, right? These are not the functions of JPC, that is Joint Parliamentary Committee. So we are making the student realize that what is the function and what is a vague answer, right? Over here you can see, ठीक है. If the student has written the introduction as misleading introduction, we are rejecting the entire answer. अगर introduction ही misleading है, हम पूरा का पूरा answer reject कर रहे हैं. We are also highlighting the answer checkers are also highlighting in the answer sheets what points the students have missed to understand, right? So over here this is how the procedure works, and then we provide detailed feedback to the student. हम student को detailed feedback भी देते हैं in the answer sheets, that what are the wrong points, what are the correct points, what points the student has missed. So the last date to enroll in this batch is 8th of November 2020. Right? So before that you can enroll in the batch 2 of MMP. You can contact on this email ID. This is the fees of the batch. राइट आप इस ईमेल आईडी पे एनरोलमेंट के लिए कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो, एंड आफ्टर एनरोलमेंट यू विल बी गिवन द बैचेस official email ID. So these are the homework questions for all of you. For example, what is the difference between American and Indian presidential system? This week US presidential system was the highlight of the news, right, of the current affairs. So we have framed the question accordingly. So here how you have to write the answer. In the introduction you have to start with highlighting about the current elections which are going on. Why this question is really being asked? Because of the current elections which are going on. So within 3 lines in the introduction you have to explain that. Then in the body of the answer, here see the question is difference between American Indian presidential system. So you can make a tabular format of of your answer. You can convert them into a tabular format. But over here the question is of 10 marks and word limit is very short, 150 words. So no need to waste time in creating a table and then pointing out the difference between American and Indian presidential system. अगर यहाँ पर if the word limit was 250 words, then you can make a table. But over here the word limit is very short. So here you have to explain in point format. You have to list out the difference between both Indian and American presidential system. And in the conclusion you have to bring out the significance of both kind of systems. For India the presidential system is different, but the significance is also different. Here the Prime Minister, the elections, the main Lok Sabha elections, those are given significance, those are given importance, right? जो हमारे जनरल elections होते हैं ना, उसको importance दी जाती है. Presidential election को इतना significance नहीं दिया जाता. But in America, presidential system is given lot of significance. Why? That you have to highlight in the conclusion. ठीक है, वो आपको कंक्लूजन में हाईलाइट करना है. देन इन द सेकंड क्वेश्चन, बायोडिकम्पोजर टेक्निक ऑफ कन्वर्टिंग स्टबल इनटू मैन्योर हैज शोन सक्सेस. CM Delhi. So this statement has been passed by the Chief Minister of Delhi. In this light, explain how are biodecomposers made, how these decomposers are used on field and their benefits. तो इधर आपको कल हमने this news we have already covered in yesterday's the Hindu newspaper analysis. कल के हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर एनालिसिस में पढ़ा था ना बायोडिकम्पोजर टेक्निक के बारे में. तो इसी के लाइट में आपको ये समझाना है कि हाउ दे आर मेड, कैसे बनाए जाते हैं, एंड हाउ दे आर यूज्ड, फिर यूज कैसे किया जाता है, और व्हाट आर द एडवांटेजेस. सो हियर 250 words 15 mark question. In the introduction you have to highlight the claim made by Delhi Chief Minister that these biodecomposer technique are very effective to stop the stubble burning, right? And right now they have sent these decomposers to Supreme Court for their views. Now in the body of the answer you have to highlight 3 points. अब देखो इधर क्वेश्चन में there are 3 answers that the examiner requires. First is how these decomposers are made. So how the decomposer was created by Pusa, in 2 points you have to explain it. Now these points should be explanatory in nature. They should not be one liners. एक लाइन के points नहीं लिखने, explain करना है in 2 points. Then second part of the body of the answer will be how they are used on fields. Again in 3 points you have to explain. And third part of the body of the answer will be what are the benefit of these Pusa decomposers. In 3 points you have to explain. So this is how you have to fulfill the 250 word limit criteria in this question. So इस तरीके से we are giving the hint to the students, right? Next question, compare and contrast pardoning powers of president and governor as per our constitution. In detail we studied this, right? हमने detail में पढ़ा था ये, if you remember 2-3 days back in the Hindu newspaper analysis class. So here compare and contrast. These are the 2 words the examiner has used. Compare means mention the different pardoning powers of president and governor. And contrast means bring out the difference. What are the pardoning powers which are exclusively given to the president but not to the governor? That you have to explain in the contrast portion. ठीक है, तो ये दो देखो, understanding the question is the key to getting bonus marks. राइट अगर आप क्वेश्चन समझ गए तब तो आपको आंसर भी उसी हिसाब से लिखोगे. इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन यू विल राइट टू द पॉइंट आंसर एंड ऑब्वियसली यू विल गेन bonus marks. Okay. Now next question is, in the light of recent TRP scam, explain what is TRP and how it can be manipulated. TRP क्या है? अर्नब गोस्वामी का केस चल रहा है. So what is TRP scam? Introduction में you will write why it is in news. And we have studied TRP in detail in the Hindu decoded classes. हमने ये अभी हिंदू एनालिसिस क्लासेस में पढ़ा है ना. Last week we had studied this. So what is TRP scam? Introduction. Then secondly, in the body of the answer, it will be divided into 2 parts. First part, you will explain what is TRP, and in the second part, you will explain how it can be manipulated. ठीक है, कैसे इसको manipulate किया जा सकता है. And in the conclusion, you will write your opinion as an IAS officer on the role of TRP and what are the alternatives that you will provide to stop the manipulation of TRP. आप कौन से सोल्यूशन एज आईएएस ऑफिसर प्रोवाइड करना चाहोगे टीआरपी स्कैम को रोकने के लिए, इसके मैनिपुलेशन को रोकने के लिए. सो दिस इज हाउ स्टूडेंट्स आर गिवन द क्वेश्चंस एंड द हिंट ऑफ द आंसर्स. सो दे develop a particular mindset, right? एक mindset develop कर लेते हैं student to write the answer. And similarly in the exam, real exam, they will understand how to read the question, each and every point in the question, word in the question, and how to frame the answer. देखो यहाँ पर जैसे जैसे hint मिलती जाएगी वैसे वैसे student का mindset develop होता जाएगा और exam में, real exam में उनको समझ आ जाएगा मुझे question पढ़ना कैसे है और answer करना कैसे है. So if you want to enroll in this batch, you can enroll by contacting our team at this email ID before 8th November 2020. And also do not forget to click on the link given below in the description box for the free classes, the special series on optional strategy for 2021 aspirants. Thank you.